Okay, we are recording. Well, welcome today, everybody. Today is Saturday, February 9th. Welcome to the Buhler and Training call on Saturday mornings. And I've got a treat today, and I'm actually grateful to be doing the training today. Robert covered for me earlier this week, and I'm thankful for that. Was in Denver and ended up getting some sort of a bug that has, I'm fine, but I've lost like 6 pounds in a week, and one of those things where I'm just nauseous all the time and wasn't in very good shape at the beginning of the week, but as with anything, you get better, and thank goodness for our products. They really, really help. But we just want to welcome everyone, show a couple pictures here as we get started. So this is where I was last week. This is my oldest daughter, Jessica. And Jimmy is only 2.5. He looks like a 5-year-old. And that's JoJo on the right. She is 6 months. She's quite the little diva, and she looks like that with her expression all the time. She just has these eyes that stare you down. So that's that family. And then about a month ago, I was with Stephanie. She had her 30th birthday, and Andy and Macy in North Carolina. And that's me. So that's my family. That's kind of a little, oh, and Jim's here too. But that would be the kids and the grandkids. So for Jim and I, this is our greatest joy. And I think that that's what Relapse has helped us be able to really live as a life that was really full. So we're really thankful and really grateful. All right, so let's talk about your week. I want to know your successes, any events going on in your area, and then we'll talk about the gopd.me site. So go ahead, and if anybody has, and I know that Jim, do you want to share, or do you want me to share, Jim, about last week? If you don't come on, I'll share.
Go ahead, Quila. I was muted.
No, you're fine. Anyway, we had a lead that we followed up with, and Jim ended up talking with them, and they ended up doing a QuickStart. And actually, these were people that, I mean, decades ago, I didn't even remember, introductions, anything, but they'd been with Relapse, and they had responded to a business ad, and anyway, ended up doing a QuickStart, and who knows what will happen, but it's just those kind of fun things. And Jim and I have been involved for 28 years, going on 29. That's how it works. But I think it's one of those things that, for us, it's just kind of fun, and seeing where things can take us, and maybe tying with that Hawaii idea, it's kind of fun. So that's a fun thing. Anybody else want to share? I know that you guys have had success. Oh, we also had another success with my daughter, Stephanie. She has a colleague that was on the product. She's a basketball player, like Steph, plays Division I basketball, and she ended up going on a mission for our church in Switzerland, and ended up getting, of all places in Switzerland, the parasite. And she was just doing awful, couldn't really play basketball. I mean, she'd get tired within the first quarter. And anyway, she ended up getting back on the products, 3 shakes a day, doing fantastic. Family is so excited. I mean, she's married, but her mom and dad are helping her, get on the product, and her whole life has turned around. And I think it's just, I will tell you, Jim is reaching out. We're reaching out to all these people that have been on the product for, previously, because people get on and then they get off. And if you don't follow up with people, even though you think they remember you, sometimes they don't. And so you want to reach out and touch base with them again. So it's kind of fun. Who else wants to talk? Just start a signature. Or unmute your phones.
Hey, Quila.
Hi, this is Yvette.
Hey, Yvette.
I'm just excited because my new Downline, her new customer, called me yesterday. She's only been on the products for 2 weeks, maybe, and she called because she had just gotten back from the doctor and her blood pressure has reduced a lot, and her doctor was shocked, and she was so excited, and she's just been really happy with the results she's getting. She has more energy, and then now the blood pressure dropping, and she's just overjoyed. And it was just so fun to hear her voice on the phone and how excited she was, and calling and sharing that kind of news. So it was fun.
So fun when you're making a difference in people's lives. And again, with Ashley, with Saco, it is fun, and it does give you purpose when you're making a difference and helping others. Very, very neat. Thank you. That's exciting to see. You know, as Tom Panic always says, in building your business, you can teach a donkey to roll over, but when you can teach a donkey to roll over, then you've got some. I mean, you're duplicating in your downline, so that's a great thing. So congratulations. Very fun. Who else wants to share? Oh, I thought Lauren, is that you? Do you want to share?
Yeah, it's me. We had a great week together. Couple good calls and good connections. Good follow-up. A friend that she was a preferred customer, but she didn't do the auto ship. And so she auto shipped her order, and she'd kind of, I want to say, relapsed her order. She kept, I keep meaning to, and finally we're able to nail it down, and she auto shipped. So I find that's a big success. So I don't have to worry about the, I want to order. Oh wait, life gets in the way. Just so that she'll know that order will keep coming to her. We have another brand new preferred customer, and another friend that's looking at the products. Somebody else that I basically not given up on, but just kind of, let her do her thing. And I just texted her yesterday to see how she's going. She's, funny enough, my fish gal at Petco. So there isn't a huge relationship there, so I didn't want to push too hard. And I was just texting her saying, because she moved stores, and just, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. I heard you moved. Hope life's treating you well. She goes, yeah. Hey, I want to look at that stuff that you were telling me about. It's like, well, okay, sure. But, just being visible, being present, staying in, whether your focus is sharing Relive or not, just being in contact with people, and just, hey, I was thinking about you. It's amazing what those kinds of conversations will bring. And it's funny how many times I hear, that Relive stuff. Oh yeah, I meant this, or I meant that. And on top of all that, my mom got invited to do a booth today. Thank you, Yvette, for sharing your pro tips. So that is today. And so I'm just excited for some success for my mom.
Yay. And that, again, you're like Yvette, you're duplicating, and that's what you want to do. That's how you build that's exciting. And it's great things. I know that you're always talking, Lauren, and you're a great example of that, and moving your business forward. So congratulations. Very fun.
Thanks.
All righty. Anybody else?
Hi, Quila. This is Sandy Saco.
Hi, Sandy.
A couple of things. I do networking, and I was at a group yesterday, and I love to share the stories. And so I introduced myself, and I said, here's a new story. A gentleman in construction, 47 years old, when he had his first stroke, 9 years later, 5 bypass surgeries and some stents. He's now dealing with some kidney issues because of a lot of medication, but in 1 year with the protocol of the product that we have, his blood work is normal, and it has given him a quality of life. And one of the things he said on the call is, if you're healthy, maintain your health. And that was so powerful to hear that and be able to share. And I left that meeting, and I went shopping at Costco, and I had my what if button on. And the gal, as she's checking me out, she says, what if? And I said, what if you could have better health? And she said, oh, I've got a lot of problems. Could I have your card? And so that's how I used my what if button yesterday.
I got to hand it to you, Sandy. Those buttons, everyone does things differently. And, the buttons are a great way to have somebody ask you something. We used to do those all the time. We used to hand out, different cards. Everybody, whatever you do, make sure you're doing something. And but that's fun. Congratulations, Sandy. That's great. All right. Anybody else want to share? All right. What about anyone have events going on in their area? Yep.
So this is Nidra. We're having a Super Saturday next week in Dublin, or the 23rd, I'm sorry, 23rd in Dublin, 9:30 to noon. And Linda Vance is going to be there, as well as Nick Free. So if you know anybody in the area, those are powerful, powerful ambassadors.
Fun. Well, that'll be good. Everyone getting ready for Concord. So very fun. Utah, do you guys have anything going on down there? Or in California, you've got your stuff going on every week.
Yes, we do have a lot of things going on in Northern California every week. Lunch and learns and different presentations at different people's homes. And you can text me and find out about that, or go on Relive Northern Cal Facebook and see those events. And my number is 707-318-3797.
318-3797. Fun.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
You're
All right.
welcome.
Anyone else want to share? Want to make sure that everyone's aware of the website gopd.me. There's a lot of information on there that the Felgers have put on there. Scott and Marie Prindle, they've opened it up for everyone. It's a really good site for referencing, for information, calls, just stuff like that. It's a good thing. So be aware of that. Let's talk about, let me go down here. Let's talk about promotions. And so we know that we've got that top 3 new volume bonus that's paid out each month. First place is 5, second's 3, third is 2. And I think everybody can read what the new volume is. The phase 2 part of that is when we double our monthly master affiliates, they'll increase the bonuses to 7, 4, and 2. Then when they do it again, it's 10,000, 6,000, 4, and 3, and 2. And then, talking for Hawaii, make sure that everybody knows how to do that. If you become a presidential, you're going to qualify. The other way to get 4 nights accommodation is 60 points. Airfare for 2. I think that's what everybody's working on right now, is 60 points. So you get a new auto ship customer, that's 2 points. You get a QuickStart, that's 2 points. You, help a person go master affiliate, that's 4 points. When they're pushed up. You break a master affiliate yourself, it's 8 points. Become a master affiliate, 10 points. Advanced, go key director or senior director, master director, that's 15 points. Let's see, ambassador, it's 25 points. So want to make sure that y'all know that. Make sure in February, that when you sign up 3 new people at the QuickStart level, you get that 250 bonus. When you help one of your new QuickStarts get up to master affiliate, you get another $250 bonus. Preferred customers who sign up for AutoShip receive a 20% discount. And then when you get 3 preferred customers on AutoShip, you receive a $100 product credit. $200, you get a $200 product credit, and free ground shipping on QuickStart and master affiliate orders. You guys are going to hear some stuff today that I'm going to talk about. So go back to my Zoom. Oops, let me go back over here. All right. Sorry, everyone. So let me go down here. So we had an ambassador call this week, and I kind of went in, and I'm going to play different portions of it. We're going to talk about, Tommy Moody's going to talk about what's going on and a little bit of what he's excited about. The Covers are going to talk about what's going on in their business. Ryan Montgomery is going to talk, and he's also going to be talking a little bit about, you're going to hear about something about a new product line. Bob Montgomery's talks. And so you're just going to listen to this, and I think you'll like it. So hold on one moment. Let me get Hold on. Not that. Here it is. Okay, here we go.
Well, we do at the office.
Thanks, Tom, for having me on. You're right. I was just in Detroit. I see some things going on that are unbelievable. I mean, there's now, like, Detroit just being there, listening to the stories, and there's some great people there. And then I was talking to him in Lansing, Michigan, and he said, if in a couple months, if I can get 100 people in a room, would you come back? We're starting to get out of here. I'm hearing things from Phoenix. Sheila Kosmar and Ryan Bainey. I mean, they're starting to pop. They have 40, 50 people in a room. I would probably go out there in March, and they're going to have 100, 200 people. And these things are starting to pop up all over. And one of our, my things is Chicago. I mean, we have a conference coming up. We have the Concord Conference in California, but we have a Chicago conference coming in July. And I'm talking with Joe and Carol Felder and some of the ambassadors in Chicago, and we're going to have 2,000 people there. And it's almost, for me, it's like old times. And, I'm talking to the ambassadors now, so Tom, you can't listen. What we want to do, I mean, the corporations can only do so much for us. And everyone goes through things in their life, and I've been around 30 years. And I really took 20 years off. The timing, I raised my kids, and I think for this, I have 3 great kids. And I think a lot of it comes from, I was with them the whole time, and Val was with them the whole time. But now I'm at a point, and everyone gets to the point in their ambassadorship and where they're at. We can do it on our own. I mean, the company, we have to rely on the company to send our checks and get us product on time. We don't have to be dependent on the company. The company's going to be here forever. They're great. Tom's doing a great job. Ryan's doing a great job. But we have to go build our business. And the timing for me happens to be right. It's all about timing. I don't know what's happening in your life, but I would suggest if you're sitting thinking if you want to get involved and not get back involved, I would do it right now. If not, that's okay. All I ask is if some of the people on this call, the ambassadors, are you're done. You've made your money. You're happy. Just be positive. And we're going to use your stories. But I'm at a point for the next 5 years. To me, it's like old times again. I mean, we're going to go out and build this company. Because we have, if you look at it, I was thinking about it the last 6 months, we have the greatest product in the world. It's withstand 30 years. We don't have to oversell the product anymore. Our marketing plan pays more than anyone in the industry. We did a comparison. Val and I were looking at it. You sold $100,000 worth of product, and you took these companies that are out there, we know that are not going to last. But if you sold $100,000 worth of product in your organization, we pay double of anyone in the industry. So we have the product, we have the marketing plan. Now it's a matter of let's go. And I think there's a bunch of us that are jumping on, and we're going to start going around the country and the world and start building this business. And I'm for one, it just happens the timing in my life is very good right now. And we're looking for other people that want to do it. And I'm going to go off wherever to go help build this business. And like Chicago is going to be a mainstay. And in Atlanta, I talked to Sean Bergeron, and they're starting to go there. He's starting to run ads, and there's a bunch of people that are jumping back on. And we just have to find more new people and new stories. And that's all Tom said to me. He said, we'll go build it. You have to get me the stories. And all of us that want to do this, we have to go out, break a new key director, break a new senior director. We need these young stories, new people that are excited. Because we have, as we know, the greatest product in the world. We have the greatest marketing plan. Now it's up to us. And that's what I'm doing, and that's what we're going to get as many people jumping on board as possible.
Tommy, thanks so much. You said a very important thing there, and I just, we're a team. This is a team. I think it's Super Bowl team. No offense.
Okay, everybody, and now we're gonna move over. Hold on just a second. Here we go.
Goodness gracious, just absolutely setting the world on fire. and Terry Cover and Sally Cover. I mean, they're the recipients of our first Sales Excellence Award. I know Terry broke some 3 masters, a couple QuickStarts. He made something like $6,000. Terry and Sally did just last month. I appreciate Jim and Sandy Shaven going to Bedford this weekend for a big event. There's another example of ambassadors getting out there and doing events and shouting to the rooftops about this great company. But Terry, I'm just so impressed with everything you're doing. I mean, in 1 month, you're halfway to Hawaii. Incredible. Terry, talk to all of us and share some of your thoughts, if you would, please.
By that too, Tom, can you hear me okay?
I can.
Yeah, and I didn't forget what you told me. You told me if I say the right things, it could be really good for the company.
Yep.
Say the wrong things, it would really blow it for the company. So I'm really,
Yep. That's right. All right. I know you will.
Oh, hey, we're having fun here in Bedford. You know what? That's what it's all about. You told us have fun. And when this Hawaii promotion, this trip promotion come out, I just put some thought into this. I thought, you know, the first thing I have to do is get to Hawaii. But what I really wanted to do, I seen the opportunity, was that if I could model to my group how simple this could be, that they could actually earn points, and not only earn points, but earn bonuses along the way, then my check would grow. And that was the goal of mine, you know, of doubling my check. And so I knew I had to be a model to the group. You know, they're going to follow, you know, I've always, in my own life, I always made it a point that I would follow successful people and surround myself with successful people, take notes on how they did it and what they did. And if I could model that to my group, I want to see them all in Hawaii with me. I won't do it by myself. I want them all there. And I've shared that with them. And we've just been talking about how we can keep this simple, how we can reach out to brand new people. But, you know, we can't forget the people that used to be with us. And I took a look at how many people had been in the past, Big and Relive, and they just kind of disappeared. And, you know, here's what I found. As I went back and revisited these people, and just a simple phone call and just talking about their life, building just a little bit more of a relationship of where they were at and what they were doing, when they knew somebody else cared, it excited them, and they, you know, a lot of them decided to jump back into this thing. And you know, one example is I had a master affiliate just kind of went off the radar 6 years ago, and just made a couple phone calls, built this little bit of a relationship, and talked about the products. And she said, you know what, I'm gonna take the products. And but I don't want to do anything to do with the business. I am too tied down. I just can't do this. I have too many irons in the fire to do the Relapse business. And I said, that's okay. All I want you to do is take this product and feel good again. Because she was having some issues. The most important part is you get on this product and feel good again. And Tom, she got on the product, and literally a week later, I get this text saying, hey, don't be surprised if I'm not your number one distributor. This stuff is amazing. I forgot how good it was. I intend on telling a lot of people about this. And so it's just, you know, just reaching out to these people. If they know you care, some of them just want to know somebody cares about them. You build that relationship, and they'll join you, and they'll tear up the world for you.
That's
Okay. And now what I'm going to do, we're going to be hearing from Ryan. So this is where Ryan's going to be talking about, listen closely, it's a new product line. It's not going to change anything. It's going to be in addition to, and then also there'll be some other stuff being talked about. So hold on. I hope you guys are liking this. I think it's much nicer to have it this way than for me to try to convey the message, but to hear it, I like the fact that they're doing this. So here we go. Hold on. Yeah.
month. I know it's busy in here, keeping up with all of you, but great start to 2019, getting through January. And like I said, it's just fun to talk to you this morning. There's a lot of great things that are going on. I love the excitement that I hear from Rosemary Bell down on the other corner of the state of Missouri. I love what she's talking about and the action she's taken. And Tom Moody, he's excited all over again. He was just in the office a couple of weeks ago, and I know is in Detroit that he had mentioned. But I want to specifically say, Terry Culver and Sally, I want to extend my congratulations and recognition to you. Tom just mentioned it there, and I hope you all heard that, but I want to break it down for a minute if I could. Terry and Sally Culver earned 30 points in the month of January, halfway to the 60 points of earning their trip to Hawaii. They already had some points from either November or December, so they're not just on 30. I think they're closer to 40, actually. But 30 points in the month of January. That by itself, in earning that trip, I don't know what that trip is going to cost, but I don't think Hawaii is the cheapest place in the country. But I would say that's probably a $7,000 or $8,000 trip that they've just earned halfway there, and I'm certain that they're going to finish that off and go well beyond 60 points. But what they did to do that is really cool. They've sponsored 3 QuickStarts in the month of January, and then an additional 3 master affiliates. So they got those three master affiliates, and with the promo 1, 2, 3, that was $250 a piece for each one of those master affiliates. The 3 QuickStarts was $250. So you add that bonus money together, that's $1,000 at the promo 1, 2, 3 that they made. And they also earned number 1 in the country, which is a $5,000 first place cash bonus. So that's $6,000 in cash bonus money. And that's not even getting into the retail, wholesale, and override income that they earn. And like I said, 30 points towards Hawaii Sales Excellence Award, which all of you have known. We've been talking about it for the last month. That is what has taken the place of the Dr. Ted Plack Award. Terry and Sally did over 15,000, I should say, in new volume. And with that comes a bundle of the technology that we've talked about. It's the dashboard, the mobile application, and also the personal website for a year that is granted to Terry and Sally, and also registration for the next conference that's coming up in Concord or Chicago. So congratulations to what you're doing there, Terry and Sally. I also want to extend it the same thing to Rita Montenegro and Jaime out in California, Sales Excellence Award winners for hitting that 15,000 new volume number. We just heard this morning that Rita has finished second in the country, so she will be receiving a $3,000 cash bonus on top of her promo 1, 2, 3 bonuses as well. So this is the momentum, guys, that is going on. This is the sort of things that we've been talking about and seeing over the last few months. A lot of this is driven because of the excitement of Hawaii and the brilliance of that promotion that has come together. I want to remind you that I talked about a $5,000 bonus and a $3,000 bonus. I want to remind you, as part of that Hawaii Aloha promotion, is also these cash bonuses and how those are going to escalate as we get into 2019. The deal that we've made with all of you is that as we start doubling and growing that monthly new master affiliate number, the company has committed to increase and to escalate that cash bonus. So when we double, which we're on our way, we have made some real progress where we want to get. We will next escalate that to a $7,000 bonus. So I'm sure you all understand that, but it's worth mentioning to you. That is our focus. And it's your focus, I know, as business builders and leaders. The master affiliate position, Tom talks about it, it is our core position of strength in this compensation and marketing plan. That is what drives momentum. The reason Terry Culver and Rita Montenegro earned so many points in January is because of the master affiliates that they broke in January. That is what drives the whole compensation plan at master affiliate level. Now, sure, master affiliates have to be healthy master affiliates, and to be a healthy master affiliate means that you have customers, preferred customers, distributors that are wholesale distributors in your organization. We all get that. That's the masses. That's probably the 80% of them. But what drives the momentum and what drives this Hawaii promotion are people breaking master affiliates, people giving people the vision of building a business. And to build a business, that is the core position at master affiliate level. So I want to also mention to you, as far as making money and building your business, a great thing is coming your way March 1st. We've mentioned this in the last ambassador call, but the thing that's coming up next is we will install on March 1st what we call our profit paid weekly. And what that is the retail and wholesale income that you earn, that your people earn, will no longer just get paid once a month. It will get paid weekly. So if you have a retail or a wholesale profit that's earned this week, or it starts in March, but if you sell it in this week, then it's the next week that you will get paid for that profit. So it's getting the money into your pocket sooner. I think is a good thing for all of us. So I'm excited about that. The technology that we have today and the way we can direct deposit allows us to do that. And we're going to continue to do everything that we can to support you and to make you more successful and make this marketing plan even more competitive and even better than it already is. Tom Moody was talking about how we pay more for more lucrative. That's true, but we want to make sure that we're getting that money to you as soon as we can. So profit paid weekly coming March 1st. On the product side, I just really want to tell you how excited we are in here. We've had some conversations with many of you. It hasn't been a secret, but it's also been one of those things that we haven't gone out and said what we're working on, because I do think it's taking some time, it's taking some education and some research, and we're doing and working on and making some progress with something that I think is going to be very exciting for you and for Relive as we're going forward. And I will just mention it by name. The ingredient called CBD, and I won't even try to tell you what that stands for. If you don't know what that is, look it up. You can look it up online and know what CBD is. We have been working on this for the last 6 months. We are excited about it. It has been something that over the last couple of years has gained more and more recognition and awareness in the marketplace. And I will say to you, I guess the message for today is we are going to be in this market. We are going to be in the CBD market. We are figuring out the details right now and the timing and when that can happen. I want it to happen as soon as possible, and we're all working under this being a top priority for us. But we still have some work to do, but I want it to happen as quick as we can. The CBD market, just to let you know, in the year 2018, direct selling and network marketing has really been leaders in CBD, and it really did not become fully legal on the federal level until December of 2018. That was the 2018 Farm Bill that was signed at the end of December 2018. But before that was signed, there were companies out there, direct selling companies leading the way, that did somewhere in the range of about $300 million in CBD sales. They're saying, and this number is growing every day, they're saying that by the year 2020, which is literally 12 months away, or I guess you could say 2 years from now, 2020, that this market is going to be way over $1 billion in just direct selling alone. And that's not counting what you see out there in the retail and the online sales. So I want you to know we're going to be in this space. We're working aggressively. We're going to be cutting edge. And we believe that this is a safe, effective product that fits very well in our product line. Dr. Fred Galvez, Dr. Carl are full on board and supporting and getting themselves educated as well. So last thing I'll mention is, Tom, you said we're going to be in Chicago. I look forward to that. We're going to be up there 2 weeks from yesterday, February 19th. Eric Bill is coming over from Europe to work with us on some sales and marketing strategies that go back and forth between the U.S. and Europe. So I'm excited about that and looking forward to being in Chicago and building that event that then is going to build towards our summer conference up there in Chicago, which will be here before we know it. And perhaps we just go right past the 2,000 mark that Tom and Tom are talking about. So, hey, listen,
great things are going on in here. I wish all of you a great February. Keep dreaming, keep thinking about Hawaii, keeping those points in front of you. Let's escalate this promotion. Let's do it in February. Let's get to that number of master affiliates. We continue breaking master affiliates. There's going to be momentum in this business going into March and into the rest of 2019. So let's have a great February. Aloha to all of you. Thanks, Tom.
All right. Oh, and I want to, let's see. Hold on a second. I think Tom will talk just a second here.
Thank you, Ryan. Awesome. I also want to give a shout out to Scott and Lori Brenda. What an amazing job you guys did at Mesa. I also want to give a shout out to Tom Moody. Would you mute your phone so we don't have to listen to your dogs, Tommy? It's got to be Tommy. We all know it.
I'm hiding upstairs and I can't get
Yeah. You and your dogs. You and your dogs, Tommy. I don't know.
Every time I go out of town, Belle gets another dog.
Well, you've got to stop that, or we're going to have to come out with some dog nutrition so we can really make some money off your family selling dog nutrition. Anyway, listen, we've got Concord Live event coming up, and let's make sure that we promote that. I know Richard and Linda Vance are really excited about that. All the great distributors out there in California. It's going to be fantastic. I know Linda Vance is doing an event. I think it's this weekend out there, and that's just fantastic. The more ambassadors are out there doing events, talking about Relive, the quicker we're going to go. You probably saw an Engaged video where, entry level U.S. and Canada's changed from to 20%. It used to be that 10% position. That's been eliminated. This is just making things simple. And, we all like to try to keep things simple.
Okay. So I hope you guys are still there. Let me get back up here. We talked, hold on. I thought that would be fun to just kind of hear that, you guys, things are moving on. And here's the thing, we can be doing all these things. We can be, in webinars and looking at everything, but action is what really makes things happen. I can tell you that with Terry Cover talking to all those people, it wasn't that he talked to 3 people and got 3 master affiliates. He's going through people. Many of you that have been on this call have been involved with Relive over a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And if you haven't, then you're at a great advantage because you can go out and talk to your brand new people. But for those of us, we went through this period of, don't try to revive the dead. Just because someone isn't taking the products again doesn't mean that they're dead. And I think it was very interesting to hear what Terry was talking about, that he didn't approach it from a business side. He was just saying, hey, do you remember how great you felt and how are you? And, he's talking about the product line and just getting them back in and just telling them the truth. If they're going to take the product, you can get the product at the best price. So he had 3 people that went master affiliate, not from the business, but from the product. And then, of course, getting back on with great results, and they ended up that they're excited. So anyway, that is kind of what I wanted to, share and talk about today. Anyone, with the CBD, the one thing that I'm seeing out is that if you combine the benefits of that with the antioxidant inflammation reducing epigenetic benefits of Lunacin, pretty great. Lunacin will still be our Lunarich. Again, this is in addition to. There's a whole other line. And I'm interested to see what they're going to do. Obviously, it'll be safe. There's nothing in there that'll have the effects of people just taking that raw. I mean, there's tons of creams out that people swear by that they don't get any kind of relief, but when they take this cream, they do. I think it'll be fascinating to see what they're going to do. And want to make sure that everyone's, they're talking about Chicago, but we also want to make sure that we're getting ourselves registered for, our event that's happening in April. So let me move on here. I was going to say we could talk about it, but if you guys were going to ask me a whole bunch of questions, I don't know. That's why I thought it was better to have Ryan talk about it, because I don't know, and a lot of us don't know, but yet this is what they're saying is really going to, it's just another, another feather in our cap So I think it's great. So based on what we heard, I was thinking, what are you going to do this week? You know, with what you heard, does that excite you and think, man, you know, I wish I could do that? Well, what did you learn today? You know, when I was listening to that call, even being in this as long as I have, I really learned that, you know what, Jim is really, he's going at it and calling some of our old customers and talking to them and just seeing where they're at. You know, pull out those contacts. Those are your contacts. That's why, you know, like when people have like a quilt store or some sort of a private practice, they have lists and they literally will sell those lists for thousands of dollars because they're contacts, people that have shown an interest in what you're doing. Maybe it was a long time ago, maybe not, but they're showing an interest in what you do. So what did you learn today? So what are you going to do this week that you didn't do last week? Oh, what is that? Are you going to make an appointment? You know what? Just do it. Just make an appointment. Do a three-way with someone. Do something that will move your business forward. If you want to take baby steps, then expect baby step results. If you want to go a little bit faster, then you're going to get faster results. But the thing is that just do something. As long as you're moving forward, that's what matters. Jim always says you're either green and growing or ripe and rotten. You cannot be in the middle. You can't be sitting on the fence with Relapse. So if you want to do something, is Hawaii on your mind? You know, look what Terry did. And everyone, you might be saying, yeah, well, Terry's an ambassador. Yes, he is. But that doesn't mean anything. He's a person that decided to call his list of people that have been on the product before. Okay, don't let titles get in the way. If you want to have success, then do what you need to do. Don't wait for others, okay? If you want to move forward, move forward. Doesn't matter what other people, you know, are doing or what they're not doing. What matters is what you're going to do. And that's it. So that was my training today. Anyone have any comments that they'd like to share before we end the call today?
Quila?
Yeah.
Dorothy had something, want to know what the CBD stands for. Do you want me to? I looked it up, what the definition of it is.
Well, and I'm trying to find on here. I cannot find my, I'm looking at my participants. And I'm looking over in my chat. I can't find my little pop-up thing of people talking, and I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't see that.
Anyway,
so if you guys are talking in the chat thing, go ahead, Jim.
Well, Dorothy said, what are the initials that Ryan was saying? It was CBD. Charlie Baker David.
Okay, thank you.
And it's, can I give you the definition? Because I was wanting to find out what it was.
Sure.
Yeah. It's a cannabis compound that has significant medical benefits, but does not make people feel stoned and can actually counteract the psychoactivity of THC, which is also in cannabis. The fact that CBD-rich cannabis is non-psychoactive or less psychoactive than THC dominant strains. So I was a little skeptical about it because, you know, when you hear about cannabis, it's not my idea of something, but there is the medical side of it. And so I trust that Dr. Hastings knows what he's doing when he's going to extract, or Dr. Galvez is going to be extracting the good part of it that's not psychoactive, and then combining it with Lunarich for information. I think it mainly has to do with information. So we'll just see what they come up with and how when it comes out. And I have all the confidence in the world in our medical people that they're doing. And from what from Ryan said, it's a huge market once they legalize it. So
it is a huge market. There are people, I think, on the call here that have gotten results with the creams that they you know, been able to help. And I know that we have a lot of people at church, and I'm like, really? And, you know, I think that sometimes when we don't know something, we always are hesitant. But I can tell you, Dr. Casings has kept me healthy and well for almost 3 decades, and our family. And he's, you know, he has created products that have helped thousands and thousands, you know, millions of people. And it's kind of one of those things that I think that, you know, obviously they're working on this together, and if they feel that this is going to be something that is, and again, it's another product line, and that's how Tom explained it to me when he texted me. It's a product. It's in addition to. It just gives us a whole nother. This kind of puts us into a scope of a whole nother realm of. I just think of people that we never really probably connected with before. So I think it's going to be fun. I think it's exciting, and I can hardly wait to see kind of what's happening. But thank you, Jim. And thank you, Dorothy, for asking that question to clarify. Anyone else have a question or anything?
Oh, Brenda, do you see Brenda's message?
No, I can't see for some reason. Okay, look, I'm not going to do anything with my screen based on a couple weeks ago. It was kind of crazy. So I know that I can, I don't know, I don't understand why I can't see the little thing pop up. So I'll have to ask Speculator to explain that to me. But
Hey, Brenda, are you there? You want to talk about this cream that you're using?
Yeah, I'm here. So when I was having that tremendous back pain with my kidneys and everything going on, and I went to the chiropractor, and he recommended this CBD cream, and so I was using it in conjunction with arnica gel and deep blue topical, and then this big increase in my Relive products. And between the three things, that really did make a significant difference, that I was able to kind of check back into my real life. And so his big thing was that it helps relieve pain, and that it is safe to use, and it's not anything that is going to, as Jim said, get you high or whatever. It is used from the hemp part of the marijuana plant, and so it has been helpful to me. So I'm interested to see what they have, that's coming out, and hopefully it will enhance our products so that people are getting better results, and that they're not getting them in the wrong direction and getting all of these hard, heavy drugs and things. So that's kind of what happened for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's going to, oh, go ahead, Jim.
I was just saying they're getting the good part of it, not the bad part of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is going to be, again, is it something that, I don't know. Is it a pill? Is it a powder? Is it a cream? I don't know what it is or what the intent will be, but I was really interested when Ryan was talking about how, it just became fully legal at the end of 2018. That was like 5 weeks ago. That wasn't that long ago. And then to have that first year do 300 million in sales, and then projected in the next 24 months to do over $1 billion. And that's just in our market, in the direct sales market. I thought that was fascinating just by what he was talking about. So kind of neat. Thank you, Brenda. And again, that's great.
One more quick, Quila. Yeah. And I've seen a lot of stuff on the news lately talking about hemp oil in products and stuff, which I think is the derivative of kind of like the CBD. But I have to say, for me, I'm not going to go into some little shop and pick up something, like that. I trust Relive, and if they're going to be putting it in the product, I trust that it's the right amount, that it's the pure thing, that it's correct. Yeah. And that would be a huge difference for me than ordering online or through some little company that they're making it out of their house or something. So just to add that in.
Well, and I can tell you, Dr. Galvez and Dr. Hastings really are on the cutting edge. When Dr. Galvez, he was really the first one to talk about epigenetics, and it's kind of interesting. I was sitting in a meeting recently, and they were talking about how the epigenome in the medical field, the epigenome, getting into that industry is like the #1 industry. They don't have enough people. They do a lot of testing, genomic testing, basically for people that have cancer, to look at it's a long story, but basically what they're doing is they're looking at people's genetic sequence so they can find parameters and find a sequence of being able to battle cancer. That is like the number one job in the medical industry right now, because they don't have enough people, because in the cancer industry, that's starting to be almost a normal thing now for every cancer patient that's like at a stage 4 is to get their genomic sequence done, which I think is fascinating. Again, who really started that revolution? That was Dr. Galvez. So, you know what? We have great products. We have great products, and they've entrusted us to move forward with them. A little bit of background noise. I'm going to mute everybody for just a minute. Well, I don't want to do that because then I end up having to unmute everyone at the same time, which I don't want to do that. Actually, only a couple. Anyway, long story short, you guys, we have been blessed with the ability to share the best product on the earth. You know what? Jim and I have been doing this for almost 30 years. And again, Tommy talked about timing's everything. Maybe right now your timing isn't where you can give it 100%. Maybe it is where you want to. Whatever it is, it's right for you. But just if you're going to be building your business, just go out and do something. And that's just put one foot in front of the other and you're going to move forward. So I can't see if anyone's made any other comments. Anyone commented in the chat box?
I can tell you. So Louise made a comment, I trust Dr. Hastings and Relive. There is an amazing opportunity to make a difference in the opioid epidemic in the USA, and she thinks it's awesome. And then April responded and said, that's an interesting idea, Louise. If it could make such a difference for people who struggle with pain and or discomfort control, that would be great.
Yeah, it's exciting. Thank you, Brenda, for reading those. Well, you guys, I really felt, I think that everything happens for a reason, and I know that Debbie was planning on doing the training this morning, and I thought, you know, I want to get the word out. This was really a great call, and I hope that you enjoyed it just as much as I did, and that you have a wonderful week. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now. Stop recording. If you want to stop cloud recording, yes.